Yo, what's up, y'all? So it's officially October 4th. It's about 2:12 in the morning. Um, and I'm hoping that the dryer isn't being super loud like it usually is sometimes. But basically, I'm about to lock in and get some stuff done for the brand. But I just kind of I wanted to come on here and kind of do like a short video, not like a short one, but just kind of like an informative video. Just kind of doing like a setting the, I don't want to say setting the scene, but basically kind of just setting the expectation for like what's to come. Let me stop this dryer real quick, actually. Okay, so basically, at this point in time, we finally got the LLC done, as y'all saw before. Um, and we made a couple other moves since then. I've gotten the EIN number for it, so it's basically like the social security number for the brand or the business, if you want to call it, whatever, LLC, whatever. So we got that done. We had to make a couple changes. So at first, for some reason, I had made the fiscal year to end in October. I think, no, it was August, because in my mind, I was like, all right, since I'm establishing the business today in September, then that makes it this our January, just so we can basically just start right away a whole year. If that, I hope that makes sense. If you know what a fiscal year is, you know what I'm talking about. And that way it would end in August, so August would be like in December. But then I didn't do that, thinking about how like it could kind of cause complications, not necessarily with taxes, because as a LLC, like a single member LLC, um, it'll be taxed as a pass-through entity. So basically, I report the taxes for the business on my personal tax return, since I'm the member of the LLC. So I'm not like I can get into the whole like. I'll give you a short kind of overview of what an LLC is, if you don't know. So basically, LLC stands for Limited Liability Company. And so basically, it's in the name. It limits the liability that I have for the business. So like, say, pray to God this never happened. Say, I don't know, we sell a T-shirt, right, that has, I don't know, poisonous dyes on it or something. I don't want to. I'm not saying this. Let me use a better example. Say, all right, say I'm a different business. I'm not even a clothing brand. Say I sell like phones or something, right? And say the phone that I sold to a customer like blows up in their hand, right? If they were to sue the company and basically run the company for all the money that it has, none of that would come on like would fall on me, basically. So none of that, I wouldn't be liable for any of that, because it's the business that's getting hit, not me. So basically, it's like a protective, like shield, I guess you can say, against like your personal assets. But if it was a different, I think sole proprietorships don't have that type of protection. So like, say I was a sole proprietorship and someone sued my business, then they could take everything I got, because at that point, my assets are still tied to the business. So that's kind of just like the brief overview of like the main benefit of having an LLC. Also, again, like it's a pass-through entity, so like I'm still learning about all this stuff, but basically, it's easier to kind of do the taxes because I just report it on my own. I don't have to do a whole different tax return for my business. Um, and I'm still learning about that, so I might not be 100% right about that, but for the most part, I know just the most important things about LLCs and all that stuff. That's why I'm taking a lot of time right now, just really learning. While I'm at work, I have like videos playing off YouTube, like just kind of learning more about LLCs and stuff like that, and just like how it's taxed, how to prepare taxes, how to prepare your books and all that stuff. Because every kind of business entity is a little different. Like a C corp, they have a whole different structure. There's a lot of similarities between each kind of entity, but there's there's key differences between each one's. Like, for instance, like an LLC, when it comes to like self-employment taxes, I think that's right. I have to pay self-employment taxes on all the earnings versus as an S corp, I'm forced to pay myself a reasonable salary. So I only pay self-employment taxes on that salary instead of all the profits that the business make. I think that's right. I'm still learning. Fact check me if I'm wrong, please do. But yeah. So just, I'm just that's just kind of like a brief overview. I know I don't sound too confident about it, but I overthink sometimes. I might have got it right. I don't know. Anyway, so we got the LLC going. We got that established, like it's official, 100%. We got the EIN number. What else did we do? Oh, and then I had to change my business email. So I had a Gmail account like at first, and then I realized that's not really professional. So I got a whole new like business email. So now my email says like at tryloan.com. It's not like at gmail.com. So like when you look on the page and everything, you'll see a bunch of at tryloan.com. There's a bunch of different aliases. So it's like there's admin at tryloan.com. There's support. I think we have a support one. There's a support at tryloan.com. There's, PR, like public relations at tryloan.com. There's like partners at tryloan.com. That's what I'm going to use to talk to manufacturers and stuff like that. But yeah, just kind of really I've been really kind of putting these little things into place to really solidify like the professionality of the business. In the brand, just because like I think that's really important. I'm really taking it seriously and kind of treating it like it's $1 million company before it is, because I think that's how you should do anything for like kind of. I'm not one to be like, oh, I'm manifesting nothing, because manifesting is not what y'all think it is. But I'm not gonna get into that. But basically, I'm just kind of like. I really believe that this is what the company is gonna get to, and I'm gonna act like it. Worst case scenario, it never does. And all right, I over prepared. It's better to be over prepared than under prepared. So I feel like these steps right now are gonna help in the long run. I think it also just kind of sets the tone. Like, I'm not just treating this as like a little hobby or whatever. I'm really treating this as like an actual business, as an actual job. And I think that's where I was failing at first. When I did the brand for the first time. Let me sit right down. My arm's starting to hurt. Was like I was really treating this as like it was just like a little side hobby or a little side project that I did for fun. And it is a passion of mine. Like I'm truly passionate about it. But in order to really be successful, I have to treat it as a business, because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't treat it like that, then it won't last long. So that's just a nugget for any of y'all out here that's kind of trying to start up a business. It don't gotta be a clothing brand, any type of business. If you really wanted to, if you want other people to take it seriously, you have to take it seriously, and that's something that I didn't really realize at first. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I took all those L's with my first attempt at owning a brand. And I kind of, it's real. I'm really grateful for it. I never realized how grateful I would be for it, because I really learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about being a brand owner, running a brand. Just like all those things, I learned a lot about it. Just by my first try. Like I talked to manufacturers. Like I had a sample made by a manufacturer, and it didn't come back like I thought it would, and that discouraged me a lot, and I let that cause me to not like keep going. Like I stopped right there, and that's just a lesson. Like you're gonna have bad samples, you know what I'm saying, but that shouldn't be the end all be all. But my priorities weren't where they should have been at that time. But again, I'm grateful for it, because I definitely learned. Like, I had a rep at talking to a manufacturer, so now I've done it before, so it's like it's not gonna be that new to me once I do it. Obviously, I only did like one time, So it's gonna take some like growth still, but at least I've done it, I've launched a brand, at least I've done it, you know what I'm saying? Like I've done these things, like it was kind of like a practice run, I guess. And so now I really kind of know, like, all right, this is where I fall short at. This is where, I tend to get discouraged, and this is where I could potentially fall off. Now I can see that, and it's like, all right, now I know not to do that. I know what to do when I start feeling like this. Like, man, it's a blessing. And I really believe God allowed me to go through that to kind of give me like that, just, I guess, wisdom to like know what to do better this time around. Because really, I believe this is something he's really been nudging me to do. Like, I really believe he put a passion for it in my heart for a reason. And it's not just, so I can make millions of dollars. Like, that's not my goal. Like, it'll be great, and I wanna make profit, and I want this to be something that is like one of my main streams of income. But my main goal isn't just the dollar. Like, that's not why I'm doing it. It's not like my why. My why is because I actually have a passion for this, and I actually just love everything that goes into it. Like, even like forming the LLC and, getting everything in place, like getting the books in place, like setting up QuickBooks. I haven't done that yet, but like once I do it, like I know I'm gonna enjoy it. Like, figuring out like marketing campaigns, and sales tactics and all these things. Like, man, like I just enjoy every single aspect of it. Like, some I enjoy more than others. Like the design, part, I enjoy that. The creative direction, I love that part, and once my brand starts going, I really believe like my position is going to always be creative director. Like, I won't even
power off.
That thing gets me every time. As my speaker turns off, like, why don't you just turn off instead of just saying it? Anyway, like, I don't believe I'm ever gonna have to hire a creative director just because like I feel like that's my strength for real. I may even hire a designer. Like, I'm artistic and I'm creative and I can create things, but I feel like that may not be my 100% strong suit. Like, I'm gonna do it for a while. Like, I'm gonna be the one creating and designing. And I feel like I'm gonna do that for a good while, but once it kind of gets to the point where it's like I only have the bandwidth to really take on one position, other than like the owner of the business, creative director is what I'm gonna kind of fall into, and I'm gonna just kind of delegate the design part to someone who kind of thinks like me and has the same kind of vision. Like, I think that's really important, and that's one thing I'm really trying to work on right now, is building a team. And it's hard because, in all honesty, like, I have no capital, I have no capital to pay anybody anything right now. So the only way I can really get someone to be on board is to just kind of, I don't even want to say sell them a vision, but like just really just kind of like find someone who's willing to take that leap of faith and really hop on board and just really help me rock this thing out. And I know for a while it's just gonna be me, and I'm cool with that. Like, I enjoy that. I don't even want to call it like a burden, but I enjoy that just weight on my shoulders, if that makes sense. It's like figuring everything out. Like, this past week, I have literally had no downtime. Like, literally, like, I've been, if I'm, I have work from 7 in the morning until like 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I'm doing that. Even during work, like, I'm listening to things to learn. Like, I'm growing. Like, I'm listening to, experience, vetted clothing brand owners, kind of give free games, like Hollywood Shack, Day Media. If y'all don't know them, check them out because they be giving free game. Like, I have them in my ear. I forgot bro's name, but his I forgot his brand name too. I'm sorry, man. I feel bad. I gotta look it up now because I can't just let go. I can't not give bro credit because he be looking out. But Marshall Cruz, the owner of Tame Psychotic. I didn't know he was a Christian. Honestly, I figured that out today, actually. I think it might have been yesterday, but it might have been today. I don't know. But that's how BJ be like, my days be a blur. But anyway, like, just like listening to like these folks who done it, like, give out free game. That's what I listen to at work. Like, I listen to music here and there, but like, shoot, like, majority of the time, that's what I'm listening to, and it's just like I'm doing that while at work. You know what I'm saying? And once I get off work, then it's like either I'm gonna stick to what I did this past week because I can go down a whole rabbit hole. But like, I went to work from 7 to 4:30 o'clock. And even at work, I'm listening to knowledge, and I'm trying to grow my wisdom and understanding and knowledge about clothing brands and the business part of it behind it. And then when I get off work, this week was, or even during like my lunch break and stuff, like I called up the Secretary of State to make some adjustments to my LLC, and then I'm going to the store. Like, I literally had to curbside order this daggone binder because I'm trying to go get this business make account, and this is where I'm gonna keep all my like important documents, like my articles of organization, my operation agreement, my EIN confirmation letter, like all these important documents. Like I'm gonna have them in there. It's gonna be like I don't know what, like, it's gonna be like the black book of like all my important stuff. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Man, this sawdust at work, bro. Goodness. Man, my glasses are all freaking messy. Hold on. But yeah, like even like after work, that's what I'm doing, and then I've been doing a lot. I feel like I can't remember what I did, but I was doing a lot. Oh, that's what it is. So like, I do side work too. Like, I'm trying to get my finances up, partly because I'm trying to build some capital for this brand. So I do side work. Like, I go help people move. I do yard work for people. So like, usually how a day goes for me is I work from 7 to 4:30. Even during work, like, I'm listening to stuff like podcasts and YouTube videos about folks who done did it before and that are giving free game. During my lunch break, I'm either planning for stuff, brainstorming for the brand, or I'm making moves for the brand. Like, for instance, like I called the Secretary of State during my lunch break to change some stuff on my articles of organization. I'm looking up. I'm doing stuff for the brand. Like, I'm watching the videos that I'm listening to because sometimes they have visuals and stuff. But also too, like I prioritize this kind of quiet time too. So like, me and my lady are doing this thing right now, and part of it is like we don't have screens while we eat, and it's really beneficial, to be honest. Like, my day is so hectic, and just that little moment of just quiet is so helpful, like, throughout the day, and you just really don't realize it till you realize it. But like, so when we eat, we don't have screens. So like, whenever it's time for me to eat my lunch, I put my phone down. I don't even have anything playing to listen to it. It's just quiet, and like, that's helpful. It's like a little kind of just like real actual break throughout the day. So I'll do that, but that's only like half of my lunch, and then my other half I'm doing stuff like calling Secretary of State, planning for the brand, all that stuff. Making like this. That's what I did this past week. Like, I got the Shopify store during my lunch break, and I signed up for Shopify. I got all that going. I got my Google Workspace going this week also, and all that was done during my lunch breaks. So when I get off work, then I'll go do my side job. So literally, my side jobs will either be like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and so I'm literally going straight from work, clocking out from work, going straight to my side job, doing that. And usually, like the ones this past week, they took a minute. Like, they were like 2 to 3 hours a piece. So I'm getting off 4 o'clock. Let's just say 4 o'clock, and I get there 4:30. So let's just say it was 3 hours. So 4:30 to 5:30, 5:30 to 6:30, 6:30 to 7:30. So at 7:30, I'm done with the side work, and then I go back home, try to cook something for dinner, make some food, and then I literally get back on the computer, and I'm either working on my Google Workspace. I'm just doing something for the brand, and then it's late, and I fall asleep. Like, I don't go to sleep, I fall asleep. Like, at this point, and I'm not mad at it. I'm not complaining, because like, I'm just saying all this to say, like, I think that's a really telltale. I think that's the right way to say it. A telltale sign of if you really love something is if you're okay with just the madness. You just love it, the madness. Like, you gotta love it. Like, staying up till 2:30 in the morning right now. I have to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning because I'm finna go do Pilates with my lady. This is my first time doing Pilates. And I would definitely give y'all like a before and after. Cause she talk about it's crazy work, and I believe her. I'm not even gonna try to be all egotistical and be like, oh, it ain't nothing, it ain't gonna be all that. I know it's gonna work with your boy. So I'll give y'all a nice little treat and show y'all a before and after of me doing Pilates. So y'all stay tuned for that. But anyway, so it's just like, but like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love it. Like, I love the madness. Like I literally don't go to sleep. I fall asleep. Like, I'll fall asleep in this chair. Like, I don't sleep in my bed. Like, I haven't slept in my bed for like the past month. Like, I'm no cap. Like, I'll either fall asleep in this chair, wake up and have to start getting ready for work, or I'll go fall asleep on the couch because I went and sat down for a minute and I accidentally fell asleep. So it's like, and I know it may not be the best, but it's like I'm literally trying to make use of every single minute of my day, and I push it to the max, and then I get up and I just do it all over again. And like, burnout is a real thing, so that's why I take Sundays and I just don't work on Sundays. Like that's the Lord's day. I give it to the Lord. I go to church, spend time with my lady, and just like rest. Like, we'll take naps. Like, it's like a total reset day. I have a group. I do like a Bible study group with some of my homies. So we'll hop on a call for like maybe an hour or so. Usually we have a good conversation, so it lasts for like maybe 2-3 hours sometimes. But we'll just be talking, and then the closest thing I get to work is like just kind of planning out my week a little bit towards the end of the night. Like, I'll get on my Google Calendar and kind of arrange some stuff. Maybe get on TickTick. If you don't know what TickTick is, it's really helpful for like task list. I'm a big task list guy, so I'll get on TickTick and I'll kind of plan out some stuff that I need to do this week. But I'm not sitting here really trying to grind out some stuff. Like, I'm really just flowing throughout the day. Like, and so I think that's important. Like, and that's helped me not get to the point where I'm like burnt out per se. Because I take that day, and I think it's important. The Lord, tells us to do that in the Bible. So I think it's important that we, take that day and take it seriously, because it's beneficial. Like, we look at the Bible sometimes and we think that what the Bible is telling us is just so restrictive. But if you really look at it, man, it's beneficial for us when you actually look at it, as trying to be helped rather than a rule to follow. But I'm not finna go crazy deep into that right now, but yeah, so that's literally like what I'm on right now. And to say, like I just said 100 times, like, I just love it, I enjoy every moment of it. And so just kind of a little more of an update. I'm just kind of in the process of trying to, I guess the first person I'm trying to find on the team is a cameraman, just because I really want to give y'all a solid, like, behind the scenes, like, experience of this brand being built, because like, I'm so passionate about this brand. Like, I really believe this mug is going to be something, and I'm not trying to be all, oh, my brand's the best. Like, no, like, I'm not even on that. Like, I just know, like, how much passion I have and how much I love this thing, like I just know that it's not just gonna fall flat unless it's the Lord's will, and if it is, it is. You know, at least we tried. But I don't know. I just really feel good about this, and that's partly why I really want to document it all, so y'all can really follow along the journey, because I feel like it allows you to really be closer. Like, I don't want this to just be a brand. I want it to be a community too. Like, I'm trying to build a brand world. Like, I'm not trying to build like a brand that just tries to make a buck. Like, no, like that's just, like, I feel like that's just, like, I hate when people do that, bro. Cause there's an art to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. I guess the next step in the brand, just kind of getting everything ready, is just partly this, because I haven't released any videos yet. I think this may end up being like the second one, because I have one that's been in the chamber that I haven't released yet. I think I'm gonna edit that maybe Monday, drop it on Monday, possibly. And this will probably be like the second one. I don't know. This could end up being the first one, but we'll just see how everything goes. But I'm about to start regularly kind of uploading, because I'm not just gonna use this as a behind the scenes. I'm also gonna use it as a way of kind of keeping y'all in the loop. So like whenever orders are, you know, placed, keep y'all updated on like when the orders come in, you know, so I can deliver them, and pack them. Like, y'all gonna know, like, I wouldn't say like real time, just because like it's kind of hard to do real time. In order to do real time on YouTube, I have to do like go live every day, like do stream, and that's not what I want. So y'all get really timely, that's what I'll call it, updates on things. And that's probably why I want to do this, so that y'all know, like, this is, like, I'm not trying to, I don't want to say gatekeep. I'm not trying to like hide nothing. I'm not trying to be shady. Like, I want y'all to see every aspect. Like, I want y'all to see the L's I take. You know, if a bulk order, you know, gets messed up, a whole bulk, you know, I want y'all to know that, you know, because not only will y'all kind of, I feel like it'll put y'all at ease about like, oh, why our order's being delayed, praying that doesn't happen. But just so y'all know, like, I'm not just capping about whatever. Like, I'm showing y'all, like, if a bulk order is messed up, I'm showing y'all what's wrong with it, you know? Or, you know, say things come early. Like, y'all know you're going to get your orders early. Like, it's just like, I want y'all to really be in the loop, because I feel like that is so important. Like, this is about y'all, you know? Like, it's not about me. It's not about what I want. You know, I want the brand to be prosperous, you know what I'm saying? But it's about the community, and it's community centric, because, you know, that's really the heartbeat of it, you know, because I'm nothing without my community. The brand is nothing without the community. So it's like, I would be wrong, I would be dumb to not cater to the community. So that's what this is for. And like I said, I'm gonna be so as open as possible. Like, there's some things I might keep under wraps for a time, just because, you know, strategically, like, I'm gonna try to do that as minimal as possible. But there may be something I might be planning to drop this like a year out, and I really kind of want to keep that under wraps for a little bit, like under, like, low key, just so you can kind of, you know, you gotta still have some in it, you know, in an enemy. Yeah, I can't talk right now, but it just adds to that factor of, like, you know, just kind of being intrigued and staying, you know, I don't want to say mysterious, but y'all get my drift. So if I ever keep anything from y'all, it's for a reason, and it's not trying to be shady or whatever. Like, I really think the only thing I would ever keep from y'all is like a brand, not a brand, but like a drop that's gonna be that's far out, that I don't want to kind of share with the world yet, just 'cause I'm still working. But anyway, I know that was very long-winded, and that might just be, I don't know how long I just sat here and talked, but I just really wanted to kind of, again, set the expectation of what my plan is and what my vision is mostly just for this channel, and I guess for the brand, obviously. But yeah. So, like I said, the next steps are just kind of really finishing up everything that's in the background so we can start pushing out stuff. My plan is to start pushing out content, start marketing at least by next week. I mean, at latest next week, the beginning of next week. That's the goal. Is that exactly what's gonna happen? I'm not quite sure. You know, I'm just going off of, you know, I can plan my way, and the Lord's gonna establish my steps. So if He wants it to be later, then it's gonna be later. But I'm gonna put everything on my power for that month to be as soon as possible. Like, I'm shooting for like midweek this week to start pushing out stuff, just because I want to start building it, and I have a really big, like, and I'll just say it here, like it's close enough to where it'll make sense to kind of reveal it. But for this brand launch, we're doing, I'm planning to have a launch event. I don't want to call it a launch party because it's not going to be a party. Basically, it's going to be a like a coffee hour type deal. And I probably won't go into much detail about it right now, just because I'm still kind of working stuff out with it. And I don't have all the details. I have the brainstorm and the vision. But I really don't want to just kind of tell y'all about it until I really know and can really give a solid explanation about it, because I really, man, and I really give glory to God for this, because He really just graced me with the idea. I was in the shower and it just came out of nowhere. I just like was lit, bro. Like, I was lit in the shower, turning up, couldn't wait to get out. Like, y'all don't understand, bro. But things cooking up, and I really believe things are gonna really take off quickly. You know, I'm praying they do. I'm staying humble. I'm not gonna let this, you know, cause me to start being arrogant. And if I do, like, y'all keep me accountable. You know, and that's one thing too. Like, I don't ever want the brand to get too big. I don't want the brand getting big to cause me to get too big of a head. So if I ever start being arrogant, like, y'all put me in check for, like, you know, comment like, yo, you know what I'm saying, you know, you kind of being a little arrogant, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm being honest with y'all. Like, I really want y'all to be a part of this for real, because it's not just me doing it for me, I'm doing it for y'all too, and it's just for us, you know. Shout out Fubu, for us, by us. Like, it's for the community, bro. Like, it's not just for the consumer, whatever. Like, nah. So yeah, just a couple of other things before I click off and end the video. I'm trying to work on getting a brand page on YouTube, just so I can start posting, like, more brand tailored stuff. This is more so, like, this is my personal channel, so this is where you're gonna find, like, the real, like, behind the scenes. So but once I get the YouTube up for the brand, that's where you're gonna see, like, the more, like, things tailored for the brand, I guess. Like, that's where I'm gonna post, like, the recap of the event, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the event recaps are gonna go, and, like, just more, like, promotional stuff for the brand, that's where that's gonna go. So once I get that up and going, I think for some reason it was like you have to be on Google Workspace for like 30 days or pay $30 in order to have a YouTube page for your Google Workspace, which is kind of weird, but I don't know. I'm trying to also really make sure I keep everything under the LLC and not mix it up between my personal self and the LLC. I don't know if I'm just overthinking that aspect for a YouTube channel, but I'm really just trying to be careful, because I don't want to deal with the whole piercing the corporate veil, whatever. If you don't know what that means, look it up. It's low-key scary to me. I just don't want to do that, because I don't know. But anyway, so that's the next step. That's one of the next steps, is getting this YouTube going. It's not that crucial right now, just because we're just starting out. But I guess the next steps are going to be just truly finish getting all the back of house things done, like getting the books in order, getting the Shopify site set up. I actually might work on that tonight. Finishing the marketing plan for the vault #1. But yeah, and what else? I think there's a couple. Getting the business bank account set up. That's the next step. Also, trying to think what else, yo. Getting the social medias going. I think I have accounts for every social media at this point. I just have to start. I just really want to get them updated, like get the logo as a profile pic, update the bios, and once I get my site going, add the link in the bio. Like it's all that stuff. Just getting everything prepared for when we open the floodgates. It just kind of flows. It's more streamlined. So that's probably more that I'm forgetting right now that I'll realize here in a minute. But just for right now, that's what we got going. My goal for this channel is to drop weekly, just so y'all are up to date. And sometimes I might post like twice a week, but at least once a week. That's the goal right now. So I think this honestly may be the first video. So if I said anything about you saw in the last video, sorry, you probably won't see that unless I change my mind and make this the second video. But the way I really went through and explained everything, this might be the first one, just because I just want to start with a solid foundation, and I feel like this video did a great job with that. So anyway, yeah. Now I think about it, this really might be the first video. So welcome to my channel. I'm D Rich. That's who I am. Who is D Rich? That is me. I'm 25 years old. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm originally from Houston, Texas. Shout out H-Town. Forever love that city. Hardly home, but I'm always repping, looking so. Anyway, I'm a construction assistant. I'm an assistant superintendent for a custom home builder out here in Nashville, Tennessee. That's my main job. I do this brand because I'm passionate about it and I love it. I don't do it for the money, but I respect it as a business and I want to grow it as a business at the same time. But I also just want to see my clothes on other people, man. And not just that, but I want to build a community and really build a solid community around the brand, And yeah, I'm a Christian. Jesus Christ is my savior. He's the way, the truth, and the light. Get right with him. Trust me, you will not regret it. Yeah. That's a little spiel about myself. I just want to kind of introduce myself a little bit. I know I have some past vlogs on here, and I'm not going to take them down just because I feel like it's more authentic, kind of show you who I am for real. Who I was and how I've grown. But yeah, I'm really excited about this thing, and I feel like I've taken this brand more serious than I've ever taken any other work. If that makes sense. Not saying like if you're my boss watching this, please don't take that as I don't take work seriously, because I do, But I guess I would say like my own personal effort for a business, this is the most serious I've taken something. Like I've had other businesses I try to start. Like I tried to start a pressure washing company. I tried to start a landscape lighting company. I tried to start I even did a little handyman. Tried to start a little handyman company. I tried to start another brand. Like I've done a lot of things entrepreneur wise, but this right here is the most locked in and focused I've been, and that's why I really feel good about it, because I'm kind of surprising myself at how much progress I've been making and how serious I'm taking it. And I give all glory to God, because he really puts that work ethic within me. I'm nothing without him. He's my strength, But I really feel good about this, and I really believe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I love my job, so don't think I'm just working the job just because I'm trying to make money. I love construction, and that's another thing. Like I'm blessed to have a main job that I really love, making good money, and then also be able to be in a position to where I have time to build a brand, which is my other passion as well. Like, man. So, man, I want to have fun with this. I don't want to take it too serious to where I just hate my life and take the true passion out of it, because that's what happened with me about football. Like, I loved football at one point, I did, but I grew to not love it just because of how political and how businessy, for lack of better terms, it became. And I just hated it, you know, to be honest. Like when I was done, like I was not looking back at all. Like I was done, I'm gone. Like I don't reminisce. I don't wish I did it. Like I don't wish nothing. Like I'm grateful for my time playing ball, but I was ready to be done. I don't want that to happen with this. So I'm trying to keep it fun and really just have a ball, which I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with. But yeah. Yes, sir. Y'all have a blessing. Y'all have a blessed day, blessed night. For me, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, so in all honesty, I probably will not go to sleep. So I'm gonna go do Pilates with no sleep. So, and that's how I'm gonna end this video. Like I'm gonna show y'all the before and after I end this clip, just so y'all can see how it's not a good idea to not get sleep before you go do a crazy workout. So y'all get that treat at the end. But that's it, y'all. Y'all be blessed, and I will see y'all next week. Peace. Alright, y'all. Like I promised, this is me before this Pilates class. I ended up not going to sleep last night. Boy, got so locked in. Looked over and the sun was up. But it's cool, you know. We got our overnight oats with some blueberries in there, John. And we finna make it happen, so I'll see y'all folks after. Peace! Alright, so that mug was straight. I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't like as taxing, I guess, as I thought it would be. Like, it didn't have me just like breathing like super heavy. It was more so just like failure, like muscle failure type deal. So it was solid though, you know. It definitely did work me a little bit. So it was cool. Would I do it again? I mean, yeah, my lady wanted me to, but I probably wouldn't go like on my own type deal. But yeah, so. But anyway, that's the end of the review, man. Not the review. See, y'all, I'm so tired, y'all. That mug did not help my energy level. But that's the end of the video, is what I was trying to say. I hope I was able to explain just kind of where my mind's at with the brand and stuff like that well enough. I hope I wasn't all over the place and confused y'all. But yeah, so a lot of stuff cooking. I got some moves I gotta make because I need some capital to really do what I was trying to do. So I'm trying to see if I can, you know, get a business credit card. I'm not quite sure like what that's looking like. I mean, I got approved for like a regular credit card, so I should be able to get approved for a business credit card, especially because like not off rip, but like eventually my business credit is separate from my personal credit. So, and especially if you go with a bank that doesn't require to have like a guarantor, but I think pretty much every bank. I don't know. I gotta do some more research, but I know that once, you know, your business reaches a certain point, that
it no longer is tied to your personal credit. I think it's just they do that starting out because the business has no credibility. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That might be the route I go because I'm not trying to. I was about to say I'm not trying to go into more debt. I'm not trying to go into more debt outside of like a credit card, because credit card is different. Like, I gotta build my business credit, so it makes sense to get a credit card. So anyway, I'm tired, y'all. I got a long day ahead of me. I'm about to just lock in.